Hi, I'm Mike Freeman, and welcome to the Panhandle Crusaders Coaches Corner, coming to you tonight from Quality Inn Suites in Pensacola, Florida. Tonight we're going to have head coach Will Walker from the Panhandle Crusaders on. Also, we're going to have some of the players on tonight and some of the dance team. So sit back, hold tight, and enjoy the show. The Panhandle Crusaders Coaches Corner is brought to you by Quality Inn Pensacola. Hi, and welcome back to the Coaches Corner. Tonight we have head coach Will Walker of the Panhandle Crusaders on. And we'd like to ask you a few questions tonight. First, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I just retired from the Marine Corps. I did 24 years. Been coaching the youth league program for about 10 years. I'm the wide receiver coach for the Pensacola Power. We've won the division championship for the past 7 years.
And of course, you're not the only coach of the Panhandle Crusaders. Why don't you tell us about the other coaches that are coaching this season?
Well, I have my offensive coordinator, which is Coach Reggie Jr. A little background on him, he coached over at the Pensacola Tigers, and he also helps the Pensacola High School football team over there. My defensive coordinator is Coach Reggie Smith Sr., and he does the same thing. He coaches over at Pensacola Tigers. He also coached for a couple of semi-pro teams that were here. And he also coached the Pensacola Power.
Can you tell us a little bit about the offense? How do you feel it's going, and what's it looking like this season?
First of all, this being a new team, what I've noticed is that we have a group of young men here from all areas of Escambia County and Santa Rosa County. And we've got some of the top receivers and some of the top quarterbacks in Escambia County. For the most part, I'm very impressed with what I've seen. I feel that once the season starts, I think we can win quite a few games.
I noticed today in the combine, y'all were using a lot of the Y formation and I formation on your offense. Do you plan on going to a single back offense at any time, or are you just going to mix it up, or what's your intention with that?
We're going to surprise everybody with the offense that we're going to run. If you're familiar with the high schools around here, you see the wing tees, you see the quad formation, trips, and doubles. And we're going to throw a lot of that in there to keep our opponents off balance.
And what's the quarterback situation looking like? I saw 3 quarterbacks out there. I heard y'all may have another 4th coming in. So how is that situation going? Are they, are you seeing any potential good quarterbacks coming out of this, or what's going on with that?
Quarterback situation, we got 3 young men out there. One of them's a little older than most. He's served some time in the Marine Corps. And I got 2 young men, one that graduated from PHS and one that graduated from Escambia High, who were 2 of the top quarterbacks in the area. And I feel that it's going to be very competitive this year between those 3. So it's a toss-up of who's going to be the starting quarterback. I'm just going to wait and see who's going to work the hardest to get the position.
And one position I was really looking at today, coming from a former offensive lineman, how do you think the offensive line is coming around? Do we have any offensive line that are looking like they can do this yet, or do we need some more? What's going on with that offensive line?
The one thing that we are lacking on our team is size. Do we need some offensive linemen? Yes. If any of y'all out there want to play, come on out. What I've noticed with the linemen that we have, we got some good talent out there, but we need more.
Now, the offensive line, if we do have the small, fast ones instead of the big ones like you see, like NFL and stuff, will that change the offense any? Will you be doing more pooling if you have quicker ones, or How will that change the offense if you have to go with smaller, quicker guys?
Well, believe it or not, with a small line, offensive line, it is an advantage. It will be an advantage because we will have the quickness out there. We will be doing some pulling. For the one or two big guys that we do have, like I said, we're gonna overcome and adapt.
And what about the wide receivers y'all have this season? Do you have any potential that looks really good out there right now? Or give us an overview of what's happening with the wide receivers right now.
Well, what I've seen, the few practices that we've had, I'm very impressed with the receiver core we have. I mean, some of the fastest receivers and best hands I've seen out there. When you see us out on the field, you're going to see the West Floridas, the Escambias, the Pensacola high school players, pace. The high school players in our area that's going to be playing for our team, you're going to see them out there catching the ball. Not to forget that we have guys from Mississippi that's coming down here to join our team also. So the receiving core, I don't think anybody can touch them.
What about the running back situation? I saw it was hard to get a feel for how the running backs are going to do when you're having a practice combine where you're not padded and stuff. But do we have any that are quick or fast, or are they more power running backs? Do we have, what's the running back situation right now?
We got speed, we got strength. When you look at them from a distance, you're like, oh. But when you see them hit that hole, carry the ball, I think, like I said, we have an advantage with both size and quickness.
And also, we was looking at your defense today, and they look pretty vicious. In fact, this ball was brand new today, and one of them got a hold of it and chewed holes into the ball, and I had to pull it away from him and almost lost a limb. How do you feel about the defense? I mean, are they as vicious as what I saw today? Are they going to get even more vicious? How is this going to work out with the defense?
I'll tell you what, they're hungry. These guys are ready to play some football. They're ready to hit. In a couple of months when we suit up, I feel we're going to have some vicious hits out there. So that offensive line.
And on defense, we got a good look at a lot of the potential defensive backs today. What other positions? Do you have any that you really need some more people to come try out for, or do you have any positions that are really open right now that you could fill space?
There's always room on the team for new players. Like I said, skilled players for us, the receivers, the DBs, the running backs, we're deep in. But I will not turn anybody away. So there's no guaranteed position. So if a player feels that he's going to come on this team and he's going to automatically be in that starting position, they're thinking wrong. Every position is going to be an earned position. So if there's a player out there that feels that they can be part of this team, they can come on out.
One of the most vicious players I saw out there today was part of the defensive backs, and give us a situation on the defensive backs. What's going on with them? How's it looking right now?
Well, on our DBs, we have, like I said, we have a lot of quickness out there, and we do have some size. We got guys that's standing 6'4", that's going to be sitting back in that secondary. So for its quickness, the size, I think we have a quality defense back there with these guys.
Mm-hmm. And why don't you give us an update on the defensive line? How are they looking right now? What's the situation with defensive line?
Well, the defensive line is looking pretty good. We got 4 young men that I've noticed out there that has the desire to do what they got to do in their position. They're quick and they're strong. So I think everything's looking good for us, the defensive line.